5, 6, 7. It's a message. Oh, it's a message. Oh, it's a message. Oh, it's a message. Oh,
we invite you to join us as we have a therapeutic conversation for queer women of color when they find that the life script is not enough.
It's going to be every other week. We're going to bring our real, authentic take on life, liberty, and finding happiness. It's a message, but it's okay.
And if you vibe, we tribe.
Oh, it's a message. Oh, it's a message. Oh, it's a message. Oh, it's a message. Oh.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the podcast. Thank you so much for joining us again. It is episode 9 in this bitch. I can't believe we're already at episode 9. I'm like freaking out about it. I'm like, damn, we said we was gonna do it, and we whole ass did it, and we still doing it. So shout out to us.
Yes.
Yeah. Look at us.
Right.
Who would have thought?
Right. Consistency.
Right. I guess that's not a mess. Not this time. This episode is called Your Gay is Showing. How do you wear your gay?
Yup.
Wow.
Okay. So yes, that is our episode.
Mm-hmm.
Your gay is showing. But before we get into that, I feel like the whole premise of this podcast,
right.
It's a mess, sis. It's because it's a mess. Because we're a mess. Life is a mess. Just a big, wonderful mess. Yeah. So I feel like we haven't been completely transparent with you guys. Mm-hmm. Before each episode, for about like an hour or two, Jess and I, we chop it up.
We do.
And we talk about how our lives are a complete mess. And we get it all out of our system so we can present as well-adjusted, adults instead of millennial crybabies.
Because that's what we really are.
That's what we really are. We really are. It's a mess. We talk about how we're a mess, life's a mess, how we're trying to figure shit out. Right. And we do all of this so that we can go and look like we have it figured out for you guys. And that's not true. And that's not really what we've set out to do here. So we have decided that from here on out, we want to show a little bit more vulnerability and authenticity. We want to add that to our episodes. So we're going to give you a view, just a clip, just a little piece, a little bite of like our conversations, that we have before the podcast, because this whole thing is supposed to be a conversation between Jess and I. It's supposed to be a therapeutic conversation. We're supposed to talk about our shit, work our shit out, and then hopefully you guys witnessing that, hearing that, it will inspire you to do the same. So we're going to start off asking each other, during every episode, like, how are you? Just a simple, how are you? And what mess have you been dealing with since the last episode? So, Jess, how are you?
I'm well, Reena. I'm well adjusted. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm well adjusted. Thank you very much.
I am. I'm okay. I am like really having to be very strategic about how I live my life in this pandemic, because being in the confines of a space and having that like having the uncertainty of like when things are going to be better, or if they're going to be better, or are we going to delve into like the deep end and now we're really in an apocalyptic type of situation, going to the stores and seeing like the shelves empty, like I know we're going to get it. We're going to have a future episode about this, but like just that has been something that I've been like really having to work on. So for me, I've been like just like working out. I've been hitting up friends and talking as much as I can. And I've started practicing the ukulele, like just really using this time as a time of betterment. But I'm not going to lie. I be stressed sometimes. If I think about it too hard, it's a mess.
And for the people in the future... for the people in the future who may not know what we're talking about.
Okay, right.
We're talking about the Rona, right?
The Rona.
The coronavirus.
The coronavirus going around killing folks, making them sick. whatnot. Yes, the coronavirus, which actually I was looking it up last night. Coronavirus is just like an umbrella term. COVID-19 is the actual virus that's going around. So
Mm.
someone explained it like calling the coronavirus, calling COVID-19 the coronavirus is like calling a pit bull a dog. It's technically accurate, but the type of dog
Ah,
it is COVID-19, or the type of dog it is a pit bull. So that's what it is. Because coronavirus is not new. Because you'll see there's a lot of like cleaning products that says kills coronavirus. It's just a
uh-huh.
series of like respiratory illnesses. That's actually what it is. But yeah, so
Okay.
that's how I've been doing. That's the mess I've
Okay.
been dealing with. What about you, boo? How are you? What's the mess you've been dealing with since last episode?
I'm I'm oddly okay.
That's good.
Um, I
I
had
think
a
that's
birthday.
everything.
You think so?
Yeah, there's another error. She was like, I mean, whatever it is, what it is. I was like, oh, okay.
I mean, I feel like there's really nothing I can do at this point other than wait, which I feel like is like an anti-Aries trait. I feel like this virus it has us at like a stalemate. I'm just kind of like, okay, I just gotta wait to see if it let up, you know.
Uh,
But I had a birthday pass two
happy.
days ago, so thank you, thank you. I had a nice quarantine birthday, and it was a good day. I got a picnic at home that was really
Oh,
nice.
that's
It was really
lovely.
nice.
I knew about it.
Um, did you?
I did. Mhm.
Y'all been plotting on me.
Not me. That was all Lacey, but I did know, and I was like, that's so fucking cute. But go ahead, talk about your picnic, girl.
No, I mean it was really nice. It
Mm.
was it was really nice. Lacey really tried to make do with what she had.
Yeah.
Even though we're like isolated and quarantined. So, and it was raining and it was a gloomy day and the picnic was just kind of like a little ray of sunshine, you
Mm.
know,
That's
in the
great.
general cloudiness. So that was good. And I was trying real hard because usually around my birthday I get really like I don't know, serious and like
Mhm.
reflective.
Yeah.
And that's why it's hard when people are like, "What are you doing for your birthday?" I'm like, "I'm gonna just sit. I'm just
I'm
sit and
sit still.
replay all the years and figure out what I'm gonna do for the next year."
Wow.
So yeah, yeah. So
Mhm.
the picnic pulled me out of that a little bit.
That's up.
Um, yeah. And I go back and forth between being like hopeful and just kind of being like indifferent to
Mhm.
things.
Mhm.
So, that's the mess I'm dealing with. Just trying to like maintain some stability and just like my emotions. Like, is this shit gonna work out or not?
Yeah. I feel you. I feel you. Well,
I
that's
feel like I'm
our
always the
mess for
dark,
this.
moody one.
I
I
mean, you know,
feel like I'm like
this is a time.
Batman, just like her.
This is a time for self-reflection. So as long as you recognize, um, and as long as you're moving through it, or figuring it out for yourself, if that's where you
Yeah,
want to
like it's
be.
sad because I feel like I say it like that, but like it's really like for me, it's not as heavy. But for other people listening, they're probably like, "Yo, sis, you
Or they
going through
might be,
something?"
or they might be feeling what you're feeling. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We all go
Maybe.
through different episodes and different periods and different emotional, things in our lives. So hey, we're gonna be who we really are. And if right now you're moody and reflective,
Yes.
then be that.
Yes.
So that's
Yes.
our mess for the week. I hope y'all enjoyed that little tidbit.
That ain't all of it.
It
That's
ain't
just a
all of
little.
it. That's just
Nah,
the tip of the
that's
iceberg.
not even really it.
But we trying
That
though.
ain't
We
even it at
trying.
all. Yeah, like
But we trying though. Okay, so why did we choose the topic? And if you'll remember before the mess part of this episode, the topic is how do you wear your gay? How do we choose this topic, Rena?
I mean, how do we choose this topic? Okay. I don't know why I just repeated that. Anyway, it's very simple.
Okay.
We are 9 episodes in and have
Mm-hmm.
yet to talk about anything remotely queer.
Even remotely.
Right. I feel like we've come off straighter than we ever would if you were to meet us in real life.
Because we hella gay.
And that, yes. And that led us to to thinking, which
Mm.
led us to talking,
Don't it
which
always?
led us to asking,
Mm-hmm.
how do we wear our gay? Like how do we wear our gay?
Okay.
So,
And now let's
Jess, I'm gonna let you
define that
take this
thing.
over.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and define this thing. So for
Yeah, you
me,
already doing it. So.
I try. Okay, so for me, what does wearing my gay mean? And I
Mhm.
guess it means the way in which I show up in the world as gay. So how do I
Okay.
show up in the world as gay? Like, to be completely honest, I feel like I have to say I'm gay a lot, often. I have to say it because I don't appear to the world as gay. And if I'm not
Oh,
in a
really?
gay space, yeah, if I'm not in a gay space or like a gay congregant of people, I don't appear gay to even other ladies. Like, I just asked this girl recently, "Oh, when you first saw me, did you think I was gay?" Because she was going by saying like, "Oh, I thought this girl was queer. I thought this girl." I'm like, "Okay, what about me?" She was like, "Straight," and I'm like,
Oh, damn.
wow, like what the fuck? So, I find more often than not that I don't really show up in the world as gay, and I don't even really think about it. I don't it's not in the forefront of my mind in my day. I'm just gay. So, I don't know. I don't feel like I show up in the world as gay. But I am gay. Does that make
Okay.
sense? Okay, what about you?
Yeah,
How
that
do
makes
you
sense.
how do
So
you
everybody
think you're
listening,
gay?
Jess is gay.
I'm gay, y'all.
Me.
Yeah.
um.
Hello.
So for me,
Mhm. Yes. Do
for
tell.
me, what it means. What does it mean to me? For me, it means how I present myself. So I agree with you. So I
Yeah.
present myself, but it's not just like clothes. It's like just how I conduct myself in public. Just like how, I guess how I'm received or perceived by others.
Yeah.
Um, so I feel like I wear my gay on the outside.
Oh, okay.
So like, I mean, it's obvious. People can tell I'm gay.
Yeah, you
So
look
I
gay.
don't have that. Yeah, like cause recent, I look gay and just is gay. Uh, because it's interesting because I had a conversation like that too. I was at a table full of people and they were
Uh,
going around talking about, do I look gay? Do I look gay? And they get to me and they're like, hey, are you? And they're like, nah, hell, your ass gay. They didn't even ask me.
damn. They just knew.
Right.
That's crazy.
So, but I feel like the gay that I wear due
Uh-huh.
to my appearance and because I'm into sportswear, I'm into sneakers and all of
Yeah.
that, I think it gives like a different perception to people
Okay.
than who I really am.
Okay, so we're heading
So,
to the impact.
right, we going into the impact.
Okay. You want me to lead that? You want to go ahead with the impact?
Yeah, let's just leave it hanging there. You can go, and
Okay.
then we
Okay.
just go back where we just vibe with
I
it.
know I can't wait to hear your impact. But okay, so how has this impacted me not feeling like I show up as gay? I guess I didn't feel like I was a part of the gay community for
Mm,
a really long time. Even when I was whole ass married to a woman, I just didn't feel like
damn.
right. I didn't feel like I was a part of the community. Like, I would hear people have like different terms and people had a certain understanding or what seemed like a collective education about being a lesbian or queer woman that I never received. Um and so, like, my upbringing was rooted in the church. I think I've mentioned that before. And the church's
Mm-hmm.
position about being gay, homosexual, whatever, is very clear, was very clear. So I
Mm-hmm.
guess in starting to understand myself as a gay person, it started from a position of hate and confusion because that was what I had been taught. You know what I mean? I didn't have any older gay people or persons in my life to guide me along, to explain anything. So I felt very isolated in my feelings. This is like high school ish time. So eventually I go to college, and just about immediately I'm in two various serious lesbian relationships. But those relationships didn't even really like develop my understanding of gayness, as one girl was straight as hell, who she had never been with a woman and hasn't been with a woman since we broke up. She was very gay,
Oh,
very
damn.
straight. Yeah. And the second being the woman that I married and stayed with most of my adult life. So I learned many things about life and love and family affairs while in that relationship, but I still didn't have a firm grasp on my queerness. I just was gay with my wife, and that was me being gay. Like that's all I had, that's all I knew. So I still feel very like uneasy in my gayness. Like I just don't know shit. Like is U-hauling still a thing, or is that like outdated? Do women really want to hook up on the first date? Like my lord, like I don't know. Some of this can be blamed on me getting back into the dating like world after a decade. But some of it is still feeling like an adolescent in my understanding of dating women. So
Right.
like for
Okay.
me, I guess the impact is like that gay still feels really new to me. Being gay, being a lesbian, being a gay woman, it still feels really new to me, and it makes me nervous. And I feel like I need lessons on how to be gay. The truth is, I don't know how to wear my gay. I just don't. I'm just like I'm really learning. Like when I met you, it was like my first time around this and the first time I met Rena, if you're a new listener, it was at a very like a queer woman, POC queer woman conference
Yeah.
party weekend, soiree thing, and
And
that
it's
was
called
my
the Weekend Soiree.
it is perfect intro. I mean I should get paid for this. My God. Um but that was my first time being around such a plethora of women that liked women, and I was overwhelmed, and I was like, and but nobody would ever know that because I was out and about mixing and mingling, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's every fucking where.
Was everywhere and seeing everybody. But like the thing was, I was doing it on a more friendly tip because that's just like my thing. And I just had a conversation recently with a friend who was like, maybe you should turn down the chipperness. And I'm like,
Oh
you're right.
damn.
I know.
Oh,
But
so you want to be serious about your gay, not just
about
happy
my
and
gay, and
chipper.
not even like serious, but I want to be intentional with like I am flirting with you. I like you as a woman, and I think that goes to like I said, me feeling like an adolescent, which is just like very nervous around women that I'm really into, and like not nobody would ever be able to tell this because I'm just gonna be friendly, and that's just like my bottom base of everything. I'm just friendly, and so to then like you beyond that, it's just like I don't know that next step up. I don't know where do we go from here. I don't know. Are you going to be expecting shit? Should oh God, it's so much. It's so
So
much.
with you kind of being out there in the dating world, it sounds like it's kind of forced you to reevaluate like how you present in the gay community.
Definitely.
Like, and that you weren't really that concerned about it, like because when you were married, because like you
Like
had
I'm
all the gay
gay.
you needed, your wife.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I'm gay. I don't really need to affirm my gayness. I don't need to verify with anybody. Like I got a whole ass wife. We go home and do whole ass gay shit. Like we show up in the world together as gay. Like and the thing is too, she presented more on the like androgynous, more masculine side. And so when I was with her, it was very obvious that I was gay. So I didn't feel the need to be validated. So she was my gay
Okay.
card everywhere we went. I was like, see, I'm gay. Like I'm gay. I promise. This is my
And this
whole
is
ass life.
why.
This is why I'm gay. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so like, now that I don't have that and I'm in the world alone as a just a woman that doesn't present as gay, now I've got to try extra hard generally to give clues or like hints that yes, I am into you. I am looking at you like that. I am interested in you like that. And yeah, it's just I do feel very young in it. I still feel very young in it because I never got
Yeah.
to explore even all these
Mhm.
years, because in your 20s, I feel like a lot of gay people are stunted in their growth as far as like dating and stuff because of the taboo nature of being gay that has been in our society. So they don't get to play around in their youth for real. But in their
Mhm.
20s, they kind of do. They start to learn what they like or what they don't like. They're actually
If
starting to
you
do
come out
things
then.
if you come out then, and if you've been out, maybe out of high school, you go to college and you
Period.
actually really explore. You get to try different women and like, what kind of woman you like or what you don't like, or, this is a bisexual thing that I do like with women, or, you get to do all those things. But then if you get into a whole ass relationship and you monogamous in that relationship, then you kind of just do what y'all do. And so I don't know. I don't know how women out here having sex. I have no idea. Like that freaks me out a little bit because I'm like, what's the expectation? What should I be knowing that I don't know? Because I'm whole ass grown. If I tell you my age, you probably gonna have some sort of expectation of how we're gonna have sex. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna I can step up to the part,
Right.
I can step up to the bat and learn very quickly. But if you're already expecting me to know, like, so that kind of like all these things, I'm such a thinker too. Like I be overthinking shit. But
Oh
that's
my
some the
gosh,
things
I
that I be
see.
thinking about. I'm just like, shit, are you expecting me to be like grown in the sex department? Because I am not. I mean, I'm good at what I do. Don't get me wrong, anybody listening. I'm gonna give you what you're looking for. But are there other things that I don't know? And I'm sure there are,
Probably.
because we were both young. Me and, the ex were very young when we got together. So our sex was from that, and we grew with each other, but it's still different than if you have different sexual partners that are teaching you new techniques and new, understandings about the way your body moves and things like that. So, yeah,
I'm
the
sorry.
impact is I don't know how to wear my gay, and I am trying different shit on for size. So if you see me out here looking
Okay.
crazy, just know I'm trying it on. I might
It's
take that bitch
puberty.
off. I'm in puberty.
Right. Right. No, you know what? I think that's where I agree. I agree with you. I think that's like the impact. That's my impact too. Like I
Is
feel
it?
like yes. But
Yeah.
like I feel like I yeah. I feel like I'm deeper in it. Like
Okay.
cuz I'm in a relationship now. So that's kind of similar to like how you were. I got into the relationship when I was really young
Yeah.
and early 20s, still in
Mm,
it, and we've kind of grown together. And I
right.
feel like, when she first met me, I was, still trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing. Like,
Right.
what do I want? Who am I? And all that good stuff. So
Right.
I feel like progressively over the years, I've gotten like more and more gay, and I've tried on different hats and
Yeah.
outfits. And honestly, I don't even know if like I don't really know if that is even like the way I look and I present now is really me.
Okay. Okay.
So the way I present now, I present to people as like, I hate to say it, a stud
Okay.
or at least a stem,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I could kind of agree with the stem part.
Mm-hmm.
So like I have like a more masculine like appearance.
Right.
So that I wear on the outside, but I feel like on the inside that is not really me at all. Like I don't
Yeah.
understand studs. I don't understand like a lot of things.
Right.
So I think the greater impact for me is that I think I confuse people,
Okay.
you know, and I think I confuse myself at times,
I feel it. I feel
you know.
it.
So and I think that confusion I kind of wear on the outside, like because like before, like I stretched my ears recently, so
Okay.
things are a little different. But before, I was good for having like I have like my jeans or like like my hoodie and my sneakers, and I have some hoop earrings, and that would like kind of throw people because they're like,
What's happening here?
"What's happening?" And I used to have locks too,
Did you?
so yeah, I used to have locks.
Yeah, I need to see a picture, but that's dope. Okay, so you had the locks,
Right,
but you were wearing
I had
your
locks,
streetwear
and
with hoops.
I had locks. Yes, I had locks, I had J's, I had camo shorts, I had like my t-shirt, my graphic tees,
Right.
matching shoes. I have like my vintage snapbacks and then my hoop earrings.
And they're like,
And they're like,
I don't know.
okay. Right. So they're like, I don't know if like you're a tomboy. I'm like,
Mhm.
I don't, and then kind of like over the years, I think I've gotten even more kind of like aggressive looking, I guess. And I
Yeah.
think when I shut my ears and like I stopped wearing like the hoops and I stopped like kind of doing the accessories or whatever, then people are like, oh, okay, like you just look like you look gay. So you're a stud. I'm like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Wait, wait,
Like
wait,
I'm
wait.
into sportswear, streetwear, urban wear, sneakers, and all of that. But I don't the stud thing. I think is taking it too far.
Okay, what is it about the
Uh,
stud thing that's taking it too far? Is it the underneath the clothes of a stud is a personality that you don't that not that you don't vibe with, but that you don't connect with for yourself?
yeah. I think there's
Okay.
just like an energy that they move with that I definitely don't have.
Okay.
Like if I were a whole ass like not wear like the Nike like sweatsuits and shit that I wear, you
Yeah.
know, and I were to like put on like more feminine clothes, then I feel
Mhm.
like that would be more like congruent with my personality, or like because like people will see me and when I don't say anything, they'll be like,
Yeah.
okay, that's a stud. She can take care of me. She drive 18 wheelers and shit. And I'm like, but then they come up to me, I'm like, oh hi, and then they're like, the fuck, what is that? You know?
What is that? That's funny as fuck.
And I also
Mm.
And I also like think that because I'm in a relationship, I've definitely
Mhm.
like turned down like the sexuality piece. So
Yeah.
everybody I meet, I'm not looking for anybody. So everybody I meet, I'm really like just approaching you like, like on a friendly vibe.
Right.
You know,
Right.
I'm not trying to get any more. And to further that, I'm also like I feel like maybe it just came to me. Maybe I'm like subconsciously just trying to repel you in a way, even
Oh
like
wow.
just trying to
Yeah.
tell you like, hey, stop.
Back up.
And that makes me kind of think about like the streetwear because I don't have to go as far into the streetwear as I do.
Yeah.
So, and I'm like, I feel like maybe that's to like maybe repel men. So is that like armor? Like
Mm.
just kind of like if you see me dressed like a whole ass nigga, you won't approach me. And it doesn't stop some of them. Some of them are just
Right.
like, I see the imaginary hoop earrings. I see how this could work.
Right.
Like
They're
or
like, I
I
see your
overheard you
body
talking on
underneath
the
that.
phone.
Ooh,
Right.
what the fuck? Oh, X-ray vision ass nigga. The hell?
Right. They like see through it. They're like, yeah, there's something there.
Right.
And I'm just like, please, sir,
Right.
no. Um, and so I think, it looks like I'm wearing my gay, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't think I'm really wearing it. I don't, and then I'm also confused too. Like, is it something that I need to wear?
Gay. Is gay something you
Right.
wear?
Like I feel like it's something that you need to wear, like especially if you're trying to attract someone,
Mm-hmm.
or you're trying to find community or whatever. And I
Right.
maybe because I have been wearing it, so to speak, like I
Yeah.
don't have those same issues that you do because like you have a hard time connecting with community and
Yeah.
you know, a woman that you're interested in because they're like I don't fucking know
Right.
what you are and you ain't gonna have
Right.
me looking crazy here.
True.
Um so I think that's why I'm kind of like, is it something I need to wear? Do I need these labels? Why can't I just be,
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that's like the impact. I'm still trying to figure shit out. It looks like I have it figured out, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, yo, like it's almost like, okay, I'm gonna just throw this shit on so people know I'm gay. But then it's like this is just like kind of like a default character. Like this is just
Wow.
like I haven't customized it really. Like this is just
Yeah.
like just men don't come to me and I like sneakers and women like we could be cool, but like I'm in a whole ass relationship. So it's just kind of like here, just
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
just look at this.
Just
So
look at it. Yeah.
just this. So yeah, I think
That's
that's
so
really
interesting. It's like we always come to some sort of like, well, not always, but a lot of times our paths are very similar as far as like our understanding about shit. So the fact that you are like, do I wear my gay? Am I wearing my gay? Is this a suit of armor? But I'm also like, I don't know how to wear my gay. Like I don't know what to do. Like I have thought about actually like changing up my style to be more stemmish or to be more androgynous or like how would that look? And then I think about, am I doing that so that my gay is apparent? Am I trying to attract, you know, the gay that I'm missing? Like all these kind of things. I think,
right.
I guess we're kind of going into like coping now. How do I cope with
Right.
this? Because, like, how do I personally cope? It's like I'm really trying to immerse myself in like gay shit, like for real. Like I'm surrounding myself with beautiful queer women, and I'm opening myself up to like new
Mm,
experiences outside of my comfort zone. What does this look? What does
mm,
this look of judgment?
okay. Because you're like, I'm really trying to immerse myself in gay shit. And then you're like, so I'm surrounding myself with a whole bunch of women. And I'm like, this is the gay shit you're immersing yourself in. Okay, I see where
I
this is headed.
mean, yes, hello. I mean, it's not all sexual, but it's definitely like, okay, so I'm allowing myself in participation in activities that I have missed out on. And I'm also
Okay.
not allowing myself to feel shame that I'm as old as I am, and I'm just now having the opportunities for those experiences. So like, yes, I'm surrounding myself with beautiful women, but that just comes with me being wanting to be closer to, more queer women. Like, so I've been to like kinky, like shit. I've been to like kink ball. I know a person that uses they them pronouns now, and like I'm like um putting it integrating that into my life on like how I speak to people, and like not just for myself but for others too. And it's like all of those things are what I mean by being immersed into it. Like I'm treating myself kindly and with the gentleness that I'm trying to
Hmm.
put across the board in my life. And I'm excited,
Hmm.
honestly. Like I have lots of lesbian and queer and gay friends now, and I feel like I'm making up for lost time, and it's been amazing so far. And I look forward to what's to come, because um that is a part of myself that, even though I've been gay and been out for a number of years, it hasn't been developed. You know what I mean? It's
Hmm.
been very underdeveloped because I just was gay. I'm just gay. I just like women, and
Right.
I didn't have to be validated in that. And not necessarily that I'm looking for validation now, but I'm definitely
Right.
looking for community. I'm definitely looking for,
Yes.
how does gay sit and look and feel on me? How do I want to present to the world as a woman, as a black woman, as a black queer woman? How are all of these things, you know, the intersectionality of it, how does that look on me? How do I want to do I want to be the type of woman who could have one night stands? Probably not. But do I want to be the type of woman that gets into another long ass monogamous relationship? Probably not. Like, what does that look like? I'm just being honest. But like,
Nah, nah, I get
what does
it.
that look like on me? Excuse me for a second.
And I think I'm gonna take this opportunity to jump in. I think
Okay.
that's just it. What does that look like on me? And I think, me growing up, like I was very much kind of like, I know I'm gay. Nobody else needs to know. Like that's just, me and my girlfriend, that's it. Like we're good. Like I
Right.
know I'm gay, she know I'm gay. That's the only person who needs to know I'm gay. And I
Right.
do realize as I've grown older and you know, I've made more friends and I found community, like
Mm.
how important that is. And the whole wearing your gay thing, I think I was so resistant to like the labels and all of that because I felt like it wasn't like personalized. I felt
Yeah.
like, okay, you fit into certain categories. Either you're a femme, dom, you know, STEM, whatever. Like I don't
Yeah.
even know all the labels, honestly. So I'm
Right.
like, and so because I feel like I don't really fit in like a clear cut category, I'm just kind of like, well, I don't need to wear that shit.
Right. Like, fuck that shit.
Like, so when you said like, I need to figure out how I'm going to wear this for me, and you break it down talking about like, do I want community? Do I like how do I want to present? Like, what are my beliefs? Like, I realized that wearing it is more than just those labels.
That's very true. That's very true. I think it's like, I wish that there was some sort of like outreach for black and brown queer people, because there are people that are doing that, like it gets better. You remember that from a while ago, they were like reaching out to the young queer community saying it gets better, like just wait it out type of thing. But I feel like there needs to
No,
be, you don't remember that? There were like all these
no.
celebrities, there were like different commercials and stuff. They were like it gets better. That was like aimed at like the queer youth, because there was a lot of suicides and things like that. I'm like,
Oh,
man,
right. Okay,
okay.
okay,
I was
okay.
like,
Yeah.
damn, maybe I'm more gay than I thought. Oh,
I think you're gayer than me. See, that's just it. Like I look
okay.
gayer than you, but I think when it comes to knowledge,
Yeah.
you're way gayer than me.
I just be liking
Like
to research shit. That's really what it is.
you just be like, what?
I like to research shit. So that's what it is. I
Yeah.
do I do a
See.
fair amount of research, and like I like to like look into shit. But I what I was saying was like I wish that there was a way that we could have outreach for young Black youth that are going through these things, because we're facing, like, our communities are not very welcoming. A lot of us are raised in the church, so we're dealing with a lot of internalized issues as far as surrounding our identities. We need to see that it doesn't have to look a certain way. You don't have to be dress dominant, and you don't have to be feminine. You don't have to be submissive. We don't have to fall into these categories. If you fall into them naturally, then fine. But we don't
That's right.
have to be gay. I don't have to look
Right.
gay to like women. I don't have to present gay to like women. I don't have to tell you I'm gay to like women. I like women. That's it, and that's the bottom line. And like you're saying, wearing your gay is so much more inclusive than just what do you look like on the outside or how do you present to the world. It's how do you
Right.
feel inside? How
Right.
do you feel as a gay person? Do you feel like you show up authentically as yourself to
Right.
your
Right.
for yourself, you know?
Right. That's such a
Yeah.
good point because I feel like I look so gay.
Yeah.
Maybe not right now. Maybe I don't know. I look so gay, but then I don't know if I'm showing up authentically as myself. I feel like, I was
Yeah.
trying on different hats and then like I got stuck in a loop.
Yeah.
So like I'm just like so now I'm really questioning. I'm like, okay, is this really like my look?
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
being kind of a sneakerhead, it makes sense. You wear this with like these shoes, like
Right.
and it's like, how do I like? Cause like some days I feel like super feminine on the inside, and some days I
Yeah.
feel super masculine, and it's like,
Yeah.
how do I reconcile that? Like,
Hmm.
and I'm like, I don't think I can.
I think you can. I think
No, I
you.
don't think. What I mean by like, I don't think. I think it's like I can't like reconcile it into like just like one thing.
Oh,
It's
I got you.
it's
Because it's not one
it's
thing.
not. I'm never gonna be just one way.
Right. Right. And I think that's
So
okay. That's the way you
I
wear your
think
gay,
so
is how you
too.
feel. Like,
Right.
you have to start, like, because that's definitely me too. On some days I wake up feeling like that guy. I wake up feeling like, and lady, I want you my lady. Like, I can just come, like, I
Uh,
just be feeling so, like, it'd be like really just like, and some days I feel so feminine, and I'm just like, oh my God, I hope someone wants to hold the door open for me or something really gay like that. But
right. Something really gay like that. Wow.
but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
I do think it is time, and like we can't let past loops of behavior keep us trapped. And I think
And I
for me going forward, it's definitely a
mhm,
situation of like, yeah, maybe that's how I was, but I'm feeling different now. And I want to explore that. And I encourage you to do the same. And any of
right,
you listening, I encourage you to do the same.
right,
Don't let where you were dictate where you have to be. Because that doesn't have
right,
to look, it doesn't have to look like that.
right. I think that's it. I think sometimes, I forget that like I change. Like I'm
Right.
always changing.
Yeah.
And just because like I stumbled upon one way of being,
Mhm.
5 years ago doesn't mean that can't be up for reevaluation later.
Exactly.
So, but then sometimes it's weird, it's awkward because people are used to seeing you one way, and then I have to remind myself, well, it's not about people, you
Exactly.
know it's not about what they think, it's about like what I think and what I'm comfortable with.
Right.
And I think that's why I end up coming off as so super confusing to people. And then I do have to admit, vulnerability wise too, that weight has up like a big thing, I feel like, for me.
Okay. Okay. I got you.
Like I
As
feel
far as
like, if
changing
I
it up.
lose weight, right, if I lose weight, I tend to be a little bit more feminine presenting. And I
Okay.
feel like when I put on more weight, I can kind of get away with being a little bit more masculine. I'm like, all right, I'm not slim and slender and dainty. Like I'm just like swole out here
You're a
in this
sturdy
hoodie.
boy out here.
I'm sturdy, exactly. A little
Right. Right.
stocky.
Right. Right. I feel it.
So, I think that's part of it too. So I just got shit that I'm dealing with,
Yeah. Yeah.
behind that like just generic, you know, masculine presence.
I feel it. That is
I think a
so
lot of people are like that.
I was gonna say, I feel like I mean, in the way we present, period, there's so many reasons why we present how we present. It could be, insecurities as far as weight, or it could be insecurities as far as like, I don't want anybody to know that I'm gay, or it can just be insecurities about like, this is
Right.
all I know, or these are all the only clothes that I have. I don't have the
Right.
money to change the wardrobe, even though I want to present more feminine now or more masculine now. Like I just,
Right.
or I don't know. Like you said, body image. Like for me, like a lot of times I have wanted to present it more androgynous because I love the look, and I feel like that sometimes encapsulates who I am, which is just very like middle. Like I present feminine and I have this sometimes like playful energy which comes across as feminine, but sometimes I'm real aggressive in my feelings inside. And I just kind of like want something that plays with that. But because my boobs are so big, I've always felt like kind of trapped. Because I've seen people with big
Right.
boobs do the look, and I don't like how it looks on them. And I'm like, I'm not fun to be out here looking like you. Uh,
All you need to do is get like 3 sports bras to just kind of like
three, and then bind
compress
them
them
up to the
hoes.
back. Okay, we gonna
Yes,
see.
then
We
wrap
gonna
this shit.
see. That's hilarious.
Just
But I
saying.
mean,
There's
I
ways.
definitely
Your ass though, I don't know what you're gonna do about that.
I don't know either. They don't have no ass binders. But I'm running, trying to get it down, trying to get it slim. It ain't gonna never be slim, but trying to get it slimmer
No.
than what it is now. Um, I mean, but that I think this goes to like the recap. Just knowing that both of us have come into wearing our gay with some sort of uncomfortability or some sort of inauthenticness, inauthenticity. Oh, that's the word.
Authenticity.
Okay, look at us. Okay, saying words and
It's
shit.
okay.
Um, but coming into it with that, and then now recognizing that we are the masters of our own destiny. And I know that's hella
Right.
cliche and cheesy, but that's the truth. However you wear your gay, if you're comfortable, love it. I love it for you. If you're not comfortable, today is the day. Recognize for yourself and begin the change within yourself and for yourself to be authentically yourself in how you wear and how you embrace your gay. Like I think that's
Right.
really beautiful.
It
And
is.
I think we're gonna like wind it down. Is there anything else you wanted to say before we start our meditation?
Uh yeah, I'll say something. Just like I think it's just you have to wear it for you.
Mm,
Just wear it for you. And I mean, that's pretty much what you said, but wear it for you and don't be afraid to try different things. I
yeah,
know it's easy to kind of look at the info that's out there and say, okay, these are the categories we have. I have to fit into one and I have to choose and feel like you're stuck to that. And you're not. Like, you can
uh,
try different things and people will fuck with you. That's the whole, I feel like that's supposed to be like the bread and butter of the queer community. It's that we're fucking queer. We're fucking weird. We're out there. We try different shit
yeah.
and it's to be expected. So just I think that's just it. That's what I've taken out of this that, I'm not just one way. I'm complex.
Yeah.
I have a lot of different parts to me and that's cool and that's what makes me me. So, oh no, the
I like
Rona.
that. Coronavirus.
Sound a little
Um,
dry.
a little dry. A mess. Okay. So now it looks like we're kind of winding down the episode. And as you guys know, this is my favorite part. We're going to get started with our meditation. So I'll ask you to take a couple deep breaths with us. We're going to then set our intentions. So we'll take a couple more deep breaths and then we're going to end the episode. So now we'll just start with one big deep breath. Take one with me. Take another deep breath. And our last deep breath. And now we'll set our intentions. Today, I intend to explore my gay, wear my gay, change my gay, whatever I want to do with my gay, I intend to do it truthfully and honestly for myself.
Okay, and my intention is to just continue to try new things and to explore who I am, gay or not. Well, that doesn't sound right. Gay included. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Just try shit.
Okay, we're going to take one more big deep breath. Take another deep breath with me. And we'll take our last deep breath. And now your intentions have been set for the day. Go out there and flourish, sis. Today doesn't have to be a mess.
But it's okay if it is.
Show is, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching if you're watching us on YouTube, listening, downloading all these beautiful things. We are so appreciative for your continued support. If you would like to tell us about your experience with being gay, other people's experience of being gay, how you try it on, if you try different styles, all that, please reach out to us. We are on Gmail, Facebook, and Twitter at It's a Mess Sis. And on Instagram, we are at It's a Mess Sis Podcast. I got to write this down. Okay, check me out.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
You've been practicing.
But yes, reach out to us. We would love to hear from you. Thank you guys again so much for watching and listening.
Yes, thank you so much. All right. Peace.
Peace.
It's a mess.
Hey, that's why I
It's a
can't
mess.
sing.
It's okay. He's gonna talk over my singing though. Okay, it's ready now.